One out to this Murray City Municipal Council meeting, April 16th, 2024. Mayor, thank you. GL, are we here? All right, here, let's start this again. Welcome, everyone. It's almost a full house. To our City Council meeting of April 16th, 2024. I am Councilwoman Pam Cotter. We have Councilmember Paul Pickett, Councilwoman Rosalba Dominguez. Councilwoman Diane Turner is not here today, so we will excuse her, and Councilmember Adam Hawk. Jennifer is next to Adam Hawk, and then we have Brooke and the mayor. Welcome, Mayor. And then we have our city attorney, GL. Our first item on the agenda is our Pledge of Allegiance, and I have Maria Haas and Monet Klinger. She's still what? Driving. Oh, okay. Would you like to? And these two girls are from our MYCC organization. Thank you for doing this.
Of course. Please stand. Or already do it. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for doing this for me. Okay, so our next one is approval of minutes. Do I have any corrections or anything that needs to be taken care of or redone or whatever? I would take a motion to approve the council meetings of March 19th, 2024.
I move that we approve the minutes for March 19th, 2024.
Okay, I have a motion for the council meeting, March 19th, 2024. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
I have a second. Brooke?
Ms. Dominguez.
Aye.
Mr. Hawk.
Aye.
Mr. Pickett.
Aye.
Ms. Cotter.
Aye. Thank you. We're rolling right along here. Okay, let me get to my next paperwork. I don't want to be behind. So our next one is the Murray City Employee of the Month, Carrie Burgess, Building Department Permit Specialist. We will have the mayor, myself, and Thomas Butts, if you are here. And I'm going to turn the time over to Phil. Mayor?
I am really excited to be able to present to you Carrie Burgess tonight. She was nominated by Thomas Butts, a fellow employee. Thomas is one of our building inspectors. And I asked him to read his nomination since it's truly from the heart. So, Thomas?
Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, Carrie's been an amazing coworker. She's an invaluable help getting the building department's new permitting software up and running. She's kind of our go-to between us and their IT. She's just been a tremendous help, always dependable. She's very, very customer service oriented. I mean, more so than I think anybody else in the department, or at least in the building. She's just, that door opens, she's always there to try to grab somebody and help out. She's always willing to learn. She actually just recently got her national permit tech certification, which is kind of a big deal. So she's officially a permit tech. It was a hard test and she passed it first time around. So, I mean, awesome job there. She's always trying to improve, and I mean, the building department is kind of a unique kind of foreign language a lot of times. And so she kind of picked up on that really quickly and was able to just kind of go with that. And she learned really quickly, and she's been amazing. She's always wanting to learn the reasoning behind the answer so that she doesn't have to come back and ask it again. She's always wanting to learn why and so that she can just help that person next time without having to go to anybody else. It's been amazing that way. So she's got amazing leadership qualities. I really love working with Carrie, and I hope she stays forever.
And,
Yep.
you know, also, just to show her willingness to do things, with the retirement of Susan Nixon, we did not have a notary public in the department. Carrie got her notary public certification, and so she's filled that void as well. That's the kind of person she is. Now, Carrie?
I don't.
We're still gonna compliment you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're still got some stuff to say about you.
So. Switch places. So, congratulations. And as the Murray City Employee of the Month, the council would like to give you this certificate and a gift card. It's only for you and no one else in the family. So, it's 1,000. You want no.
Just for me?
Yeah. And thank you for everything that you do for the city. We really appreciate it. And thank you for being here and taking care of all those developers and those people that want permits. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Appreciate that.
And Carrie, how many years have you been here again?
It's going on 2
2 years. Oh, really, that's impressive.
long years.
And you are well respected in your department. From what Thomas said, you are the best worker in the building, so we're taking you up on that and on that $1,000 we just gave you. But anyway, thank you. We're excited, and honestly, you're always, I come in and you're always pleasant, always. And that is a great thing, in my opinion, when you are someone that comes from outside and you come in to be well received. You're very complimented on that I hear that from Phil and other people. So thank you for all you do for our city, and we just want to congratulate you. So we'll give you a big round of applause again. Now we're going to ask if you introduce your family, whoever's here with you. So
Do what?
introduce whoever's here with you and say
okay.
whatever you want to say
Okay.
within 30 seconds. No,
Oh, okay. Yes. My husband, Glenn Burgess, is here. Julie from our department, Julie Debin, and of course, Thomas and his cute family, his parents and his daughter, and Don, my boss. And of course, all you good people. I just want to say thank you. It's been so great working here. You guys have just made it easy. I feel right at home, and I work with some great people, and the teamwork is amazing. So thank you all. Appreciate it.
Congratulations again, Carrie. That's awesome. Okay, now we are going to go on to number 2, special recognition. Consider a joint resolution of the mayor and the municipal council of Murray City, Utah, in support of the Murray Exchange Club by recognizing and declaring April 2024 as Child Abuse Prevention Month. Mayor Hales and myself, but I will stay here, if that's okay. Because I think it's okay.
Yes, your meeting, you can do whatever you want. Can we invite Sherry Van Bibber up?
Oh, that would be wonderful if you invite Sherry Van Bibber and Mark.
Oh, good, yeah, come on, up. We'll read come on up, the more the merrier.
I was dressed up if I knew I was going to be on parade.
You look great. So, what I'll do, you want me to read the resolution first and then get it passed and then have them talk? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do that. That's usually what we do, but if
Yeah.
that's okay, we'll do that.
Yeah.
So, what's that? If it doesn't pass, we'll ask you to sit down. So, it's going to pass. Okay, so I'm going to read the resolution and then I'm just going to turn the time over to them to come up, so.
Okay.
So we have a joint resolution here of the mayor and the municipal council of Murray City, Utah, in support of the Murray Exchange Club by recognizing and declaring April 2024 as Child Abuse Prevention Month. And we have pinwheels, thank you. And I've seen them on 53rd South, and so it's wonderful to see those and what they represent. So whereas the children of Murray are the future of our state's success, and investing in their general welfare, safety, and livelihood are the utmost priority. And whereas all children deserve to grow up in a safe and nurturing environment to assure they reach their full potential as they grow and develop. And whereas the protection of children and strengthening of families is of concern and the responsibility of all Murray citizens, because the wellness of children affects, our lives now and will continue to affect us in the future. And whereas child abuse is a serious problem, with each child abuse case impacting an entire family and affecting the community as a whole. And whereas child abuse respects no racial, religious, socioeconomic, or geographic boundaries. And whereas all citizens of Murray need to become more aware of child abuse and its prevention within their respective communities, and actively encourage and support parents to raise their children in a safe and nurturing environment. And whereas preventing child abuse requires each member of the community to be attentive to the problems of families around them and commit to do everything they can to help. And whereas the National Exchange Club has adopted this cause as its national project and is supporting parent aid programs, parenting classes, educational programs, and community service activities, and is helping to make significant progress in stopping this crime against families and children. And whereas the Murray Exchange Club members are active and positive participants in the city of Murray in accordance with the standards of the National Exchange Club. And whereas the Murray Exchange Club is anxious and appreciative to share this worthwhile cause and opportunity with Murray City. Therefore, the mayor and the city council of Murray, on behalf of the citizens of Murray, proclaim April 2024 as Child Abuse Prevention Month, and we call upon our citizens to renew their commitment to be educated on the impact of child abuse and join in working for its prevention with our communities. Be it further resolved that we are appreciative of the work, care, and concern that our victim advocates, police, and detectives put forth in dealing with these tough cases. It is our hope that child abuse numbers will decrease as families develop healthy, caring, nurturing, and loving relationships. Be it still further resolved, we commend the Murray Exchange Club for their continued efforts in helping families break free from this vicious cycle of child abuse. Our nation's greatest asset is our children. All children deserve to grow up in a safe and nurturing environment to assure they reach their full potential. So we'll now
Thank you.
turn that over, before we say any more, we'll turn that over to the council.
Okay, so I would like to entertain a motion now to consider a joint resolution of the mayor and the municipal council of Murray City, Utah, in support of the Murray Exchange Club by recognizing, declaring April 2024 as Child Abuse Prevention Month. Do I have a motion?
I move that we adopt a joint resolution of the mayor and the municipal council of Murray City, Utah, in support of the Murray Exchange Club by recognizing and declaring April 2024 as Child Abuse Prevention Month.
Okay, do I have a second?
I second the motion.
Okay, we have a motion and we have a second. Brooke?
Ms. Dominguez? Aye. Mr. Hawk?
Aye.
Mr. Pickett?
Aye.
Ms. Cotter?
Aye. Okay, as you can tell, the resolution has passed. We'll turn the time back over to the mayor to make any comments. Does the
Okay.
council have any comments at all before the mayor takes over again? No comments? Thank you for everything you do, from the Haunted Woods, your pinwheels, everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll turn the time back over to the mayor and to you as the Exchange Club.
Okay. Yeah, we're
Yes.
gonna allow you to come. I'm gonna hand this to you real quick. And then we just want, again, as Pam said, as the council and the administration, we want to thank all of you for all you do for this. Really, it's a serious matter, and you guys have taken it to a new level. I mean, it's wonderful to have your involvement in this and the youth. So thank you for all you do, and I just think we should give them all a big hand for all they do for us. Yours. Thank you.
No, thank you. We're very lucky in Murray and in Utah because the National Exchange Clubs, their basic platform is prevention of child abuse. And there's, I think, 650 to 700 clubs across the United States. And so they support CAP centers, child abuse prevention centers. And so we fund for that, and we have all kinds of help from families that are diagnosed when they're in the hospital and they have a baby, they're assigned like a mentor to their family to help get through those situations and start life off in a positive manner. And so we have not had to do as much because Utah has so many of these provisions in place, and we've been lucky to do that. So we're always trying to we have brochures and tools and all of those kind of things between IMC Hospital and Granger Medical, all of the clinics, and to be able to share with everybody so that we can create a healthier Murray. And we just want to share, the county said in 2023, they had 879 cases of physical child abuse. We did not have enough pinwheels for the cases of child abuse, and we usually put out the pinwheels to match that. That includes 123 cases, child abuse, 69 aggravated child abuse, 675 cases of domestic violence in the presence of a child. And so our goal is always to just, hopefully one year, we hope every year that those numbers decrease. They're not decreasing right now. This year they've gone back up. But that's what we want to do, is to create an awareness so that we can all help and support each other to not have this issue around anymore.
The mayor wanted to make sure we put these signs out next to the pinwheels. so
Mark,
we knew what they-
Mark, can you come to the microphone?
Sorry.
We need your voice there. Thank you.
We have the pinwheels at the back of the city hall property, and the signs will tell people what they stand for. It is a significant month, and we were also given authorization to put some out on the corner of 53rd and State Street. You'll see a bunch of pinwheels there too, and we'll put these there tonight. So as people drive on 53rd and State, they'll know exactly what it stands for.
Thank you for supporting us. Thank you. Thank you for all your hard work. We'll do sunglasses for you next year. You what? We'll do sunglasses next year. Oh, okay. For the pinwheels. Thank you, Exchange Club. Okay, so now we're on item number 3 of special recognition. We have a farewell presentation from our very own Miss Murray Dakota King. Mayor Hales and Dakota King is presenting. Hi,
How's everyone doing?
I'm sorry,
I gotta pull up my
you're
time.
supposed to be in elementary school still,
I know.
not this gorgeous woman.
Miss Cotter, she was a substitute at Beaumont Elementary School. And I remember her, when I was little, I thought she was mean, but she's the loveliest lady in the world. But I love you so
love
much. All right. Well, actually, I need to get to my little presentation here. Let's see if I can pull it up. Okay. Yeah, Canva. All right. Well, hello, Murray City Council. It's good to be back here again. For those of you that don't know me, I know there's a few of you who are new on the council. I spoke back in September. My name is Dakota King, and I'm Miss Murray 2023. And a little bit about me, I am a full-time student at the University of Utah, currently earning my master's degree in education with secondary teaching license. I also earned my bachelor's of fine arts in ballet there as well. And then I'm also an employee within the Murray School District. So it's really nice because I have those connections as well as Miss Murray. So let's take a review of my year. Every local title holder within the Miss America opportunity has a community service initiative. My community service initiative is the Kindness Chain, which is meant to increase joy and connection through simple acts of kindness. I do this in 2 ways. First is through school kindness chains, and second is monthly kindness challenges. I had two main goals this year as Miss Murray. First was to share my community service initiative, and second was to become visible. There's this misconception that local title holders are just a pretty face with a shiny crown. And although we have those elements, it is more than that. It's a professional development program for women that allows us to serve our community and earn a scholarship that goes towards our schooling. Now, how did I achieve these goals this year? There were three main components that really helped me in my success this year. That was networking, inclusion, and collaboration with my community. It's important to note the 5 pillars of the Miss America opportunity. First is service. Service is really important within the Miss America opportunity. Second is style. I've shown my style in both poise and color this year. And scholarship. My participation in this program has allowed me to earn scholarships that have gone towards my schooling and have really helped me out. Next is success. For me, success is finding joy and fulfillment in the things that I do. And finally is sisterhood. Sisterhood is the most important to me. It's creating relationships with not only the women in your community, but the people in your community. And without sisterhood and without community, the other pillars are not possible. I was crowned in July, very exciting, and I went on to ride in a few summer parades with my little Miss Murray, Rosie Orton. Some of you may know her. She is the cutest little girl ever. I volunteered to pass out programs for Susical the Musical for Murray Arts in the Park. I attended High Point Coffee ribbon cutting, met a lot of wonderful people. I went to Murray High School for the homecoming football game and got to catch up with a bunch of my old teachers at Murray High School and got to meet some of the dance company and catch up with some students that I know. In September, me and Rosie started our kindness challenges. Every month, she helps me out in posting a kindness challenge for the community. And in September, we challenge people to smile and share their smiles with us using the hashtag #MurrayIsKind. Oh, we don't want that. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I visited Woodstock Elementary, which Woodstock Elementary actually is not in the Murray City School District, but I wanted to include them in my community service initiative. I spent 5 weeks with them and I spoke to 24 classrooms about kindness. And I heard all of the students' experiences on kindness, and every week they thought of a kindness and they wrote it on a little strip of paper. And they connected it with all of the students in their own classroom. And they built upon it throughout the whole month. And at the end of the month, I went back and I collected all of the chains. You can see the bags of chains right there, and I hung them throughout the hallways. And I actually posted a video of this on my Instagram if you want to go check it out later. But it was just such a fulfilling experience. And I hung those chains in the hallway as a physical representation that kindness holds us together as a community. It keeps us going. And it was also fun because you could see the kids as they looked around at the kindness chains that they were just so proud of the work they had done. I did it again. Okay, now, back in September, well, this is September, when I went to the High Point Coffee grand opening, somebody approached me, and it was one of the directors of Abington Living Center, and she asked me if I wanted to collaborate, and I said, of course. So Rosie and I went, and we did kindness letters with the citizens, and it was so much fun. I also presented at Murray City Hall. It was great. I went to the Murray City Power Celebration, where I got to see the mayor, and they had several fun activities and power demonstrations. They had face paint and balloons, and it was a great way to connect with the community. Now in October, our kindness challenge was Trick and Treat, which is tricking someone or treating someone in a tricky way. And Rosie showed up on my doorstep and surprised me with cookies and a cute note that said, "You are fabulous." And Longview Elementary invited me to one of their classrooms, and the classroom was working on kindness sashes for a girl in their class who was undergoing a bone marrow transplant. And it was so great to see their kindness in wanting to give her those sashes of kindness. Grant Elementary invited me to their fundraising carnival, and Rosie and I was able to help out with the games there, and we were able to connect with a lot of the students there. Every year, Miss Murray helps out with the Murray Haunted Woods. This is so much fun. Rosie and I had the opportunity to sprinkle pixie dust on all the kids so that they weren't scared in the haunted woods. And then Rosie and I were also able to go through the haunted woods as well. I also went to Murray's Trunk or Treat as Padme from Star Wars with my monster truck. And then our Miss Murray director, Lindsay Smith, defended the Miss Murray organization, and we were able to receive funding, and we will be forever grateful for your support. In November, our kindness challenge was letters of gratitude, similar to what we did with Abington Living Center. And in December, it was simple acts of kindness, like smiling at someone or shoveling snow off of their driveway. And then every year, Miss Murray attends the annual Christmas tree lighting, which is always so fun, and it was such an honor to be the first Miss Murray to see the new big tree, and it was so awesome. We got to ride in a fire truck with Santa and got a picture with the mayor, and then my fellow Sash sisters, Miss Rocky Mountain and Miss Cottonwood, were also there volunteering. And then the most fulfilling part was being able to visit with the children before they got to meet Santa and just seeing their faces light up. It was so beautiful. Now, Abington invited us back, and I partnered with Miss Rocky Mountain, who, fun fact, was Miss Murray in 2022. Is that correct? 2022? Yes. And we both share a passion for dance, and we taught them a little dance in a chair, and it was so much fun for them to get their bodies moving. We got to hear some great stories from them. In January, our kindness challenge was similar to November's, and we wrote kindness letters and sent them in the mail, and Rosie sent me this cute letter saying, "You're amazing." And we also share a passion for rainbows and unicorns, so it was pretty special. In February, we sent kind messages through text platforms or Instagram and Facebook. Now, back in October at the Haunted Woods, somebody came up to me and asked if I wanted to be the princess at their literacy night. And I said, of course, let's do it. So it was Grant Elementary, and Frank Cole presented. He's an author, and he talked about his years as being an author, and it was so inspiring for the children. And then they got to go on this little scavenger hunt and write their own short stories, and then I passed out free books to all of them. I also attended the ribbon cutting at Basta Pastaria. Very good food. A lot of you council members were there, and we got to talk, and it was great to get to know all of you. In March, I did a condensed version of the kindness chain with Horizon, and although I wasn't able to get any videos or pictures, this one I presented kindergartners through third graders in an assembly format and then gave them their kindness strips. And so it was like a week of kindness. Now, my all-time favorite monthly challenge, was our Slam Dunk cereal drive. For the month of March, our goal was to collect 500 boxes of cereal for kids in need in Murray. And so Rosie and I left big boxes at every school within the Murray City School District for people to donate boxes of cereal. We also held a food drive at Smith's, and they allowed us to leave a big box you can see in the bottom right corner. That's actually one of the managers of Smith's, and we collected 230 boxes just in that one night. And at the end of our food donation, we collected 512 boxes of cereal, surpassing our goal. And we also received $230 in monetary donations. It was, I'm getting butterflies. Here's us dancing. We're putting our boxes around each school. We had to make it a point because we're doing service. And then I also had my Miss Utah workshop. Every local title holder is sent to Miss Utah to compete. And this is our workshop in preparation for that. And I got to meet so many phenomenal women, and we talked about what we need to do in preparation for the competition. We also had our Miss Murray workshop, which is coming up. Our Miss Murray competition is coming up very, very soon. We have 10 phenomenal women competing this year, and I'm so excited for them all. Now in April, we took our remaining boxes of cereal that didn't get dispersed out into the schools and brought them to Murray Children's Pantry. We also brought the monetary donations there as well. You can see sweet Jennifer, she's in the wheelchair, and she was so grateful. She even sent me a personal note thanking me for our donation and for the impact that it made. Now, looking ahead, we have the Miss Murray competition coming up. So that means that I will be crowning a new Miss Murray on April 4th. It's flying by. But that doesn't mean my year's over yet, because I'm preparing for Miss Utah. Every local title holder prepares a talent, and I will be performing a country swing dance I'm love country swing. We also practice for interviewing. We continue to work on our fitness and health, practice walking in an evening gown and for our fitness, and then of course working on the community service initiative. Now, my year, I have experienced so much growth this year, and I want to thank you all for your loving kindness and support for this program. And if it weren't for your support, I wouldn't be here today. And I love Murray, and I don't want to be anywhere else. So we are Murray. Thank you.
Thank you, Dakota. This is where we would normally hand Dakota our token of appreciation, and it's a beautiful clock with her name on it. And Doug will be the first to tell you, Doug does this and he never misses. Had a doctor's appointment and he came to me and said, "Oh my gosh, I forgot." And I said, "Well, it was nice knowing you, Doug." But anyway, he never misses. So guess what, Doug? Now you're further away, so I'll be there. But they've invited us to come to Miss Murray on May 4th at 7 p.m. at Hillcrest Junior High to present that to her. So if you could have that by May 4th, I'd appreciate it. I'm kidding you, Doug. I'm giving Doug a bad time because he's never missed ever in his entire life. So what's that? You can say anything you want.
So I wanted to say, we would love you to come to the Miss Murray competition. We also have 2 tickets under each of your names. So May 4th, 7 p.m., Hillcrest Junior High.
There are 10 participants
Yes.
in it this year. That's all. That's great. And I honestly think we should recognize and your family's here and Lindsay and everyone. You go ahead. I want you to recognize your family.
Yes.
Because I know you've been engaged for about 4.5 years, and it seems like it's been 4.5 years. Let me just tell you, it's only been what? 9 months?
Yeah.
Yeah. So see, I know this more than they do. How do you like that? But anyway, so I always give it a hard time. But I want you to introduce all your family and Lindsay.
Yes. So this is my mom, Brittany King, and then this is my fiance, Spencer Anderson, and then wonderful Lindsay Smith, the Miss Murray director, and her mom, Dee Dee. We love Dee Dee. Yes.
So anyway, here, we'll do it also in the Miss Murray, but we wanted to thank you. You've been wonderful. She's easy to talk to, and I love that everything was about kindness. What a time to focus on such an important issue, kindness. You can't say it enough when you were going through that. You really can't say kindness enough. And I just love that was your focus. I think that was probably one of the most important issues that we could focus on now. So you're wonderful. So from the council, from the administration, and all those that are here today, we just want to tell you how much we appreciated you doing this and look forward to you getting involved with Miss Utah. And congratulations so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we'll see you on May 4th.
Yes.
Okay.
Lindsay, do you want me to give these to the council? Here, I'll give them to the mayor and he can pass them down.
Okay. Sounds good.
Does the council have any words or anything they would like to say to Miss Murray, who's going to be leaving us?
Congratulations for all your work. I've seen some of your videos online and they're super fun. So,
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for all you did.
Yeah, of course. Anything else?
Thank you, Miss Murray.
Well, thank you all so much for your support.
Okay. I'm getting on to my next. Thank you, Lindsay, also. Now we'll go on to our fiscal year 2024. Oh, yep, sorry. Didn't check things off in my head. Okay, so a special presentation is the fiscal year 2024, budget address. We are going to hear from the mayor first and then turn some time over to Brenda Moore for presenting. Go ahead, Mayor.
Thank you, Pam. Ms. Brenda's getting ready to come up and ready for her presentation. I just wanted to express my appreciation for Brenda. She has worked for the last couple months, more than that, on her own, but to involve the department heads and the administration, it has been, I'll be honest with you, I don't know how Brenda's standing right now, and because I'm worn out. I would go home and say, what have I done? Cindy, this is like crazy. I budgeted at Cypress Credit for years. This is so different than what I've gone through. And I just want to tell our department heads, everyone that's been involved, the council, budget chair and vice chair, and the whole council, because they've kept them, and Jennifer and Doug, and everyone that's been involved. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So Brenda will present our budget to you, and we obviously know that we turn it over to you after tonight, and we just want to thank you for your consideration of the budget. And Brenda has just worked really, really hard, and so I just want to give her a big hand for all that she's done for us. I thought we better clap now, because maybe you might not clap after the budget here, and so, but anyway.
I was just about to say that.
You were going to be, all right. Thanks, Pam. Thank you, Brenda.
Thank you, Mayor. So after many hours of meetings, discussions with the department heads, exploring what ifs, I'm here to present an overview of the mayor's budget. There we go. The combined budget of all of the funds is $175 million. 41% is the capital project / general fund. The enterprise funds are 41%, special revenues are 16%, and the internal service funds are 2%. So the biggest thing that everybody always wants to know, and the one that most people are interested in, is the general fund, because it is the most supported by taxes. So the general fund, this is where we get our money. I'm not going to go through them all. We have $62 million I've budgeted coming in. Most of it comes from sales tax or sales tax related taxes, and then property tax. And then the next one is other taxes and fees. So it's all taxes. That's why you're all concerned. Expenses for the general fund in this budget are $64 million, and this is how it's broken up between categories. Personnel is 64% of the budget. Operations is 19%. Debt service is pretty much everything going along the top. I split out Class C operations this year because they tend to lower some of the percentages of change, because we only budget new projects in Class C and then roll reserves forward. So they're on its own category. All of that is road related. Snow plowing, salt, asphalt, big projects that classify as Class C, and then transfers to the capital projects. And if you are good at math, you probably noticed that the revenues are less than the expenses. So as we get into it, we are proposing that we use $2.4 million of reserves to cover the difference between those two numbers. And we'll go more into depth about the other things that we're doing in the budget, but that's just the start. Now, what departments use all of these funds? The majority of our funds go to the police department, followed by the fire department, Parks and Recreation, Public Works, and then all of the little funds around the outside, finance, community and economic development, IT, make up the rest of it. So the majority actually is public safety. And then let's talk just a little bit about some of the other funds. So the central garage, just a little thing, they have stopped buying new equipment until they get their new shop. They're going to move some of their existing equipment into the new shop once that is created. And then retained risk fund. You'll love this. They are lowering their reserves, so that is helping with the amount that's going into the other funds. But our insurance is going up an estimated 35%. Although my home auto insurance went up 35%, and I have no idea why. So all insurance everywhere is going up like that. Let's see. Then the library fund, they are continuing to save for a new building, or if by some miracle, they have to stay where they are at, remodel. You will notice that their 2024, you budgeted for a bathroom remodel. They have decided that water and books do not mix, so they're getting a new roof instead, and that bathroom is now back on the 25 budget. The RDA fund, as we talked about a little bit in RDA, we have 2 areas that are no longer receiving TIF funds. I put the low-income housing amounts in there based on what the revenue is, and then just a few little things so that they can do appraisals and various other things without having to come to you for money. And then cemetery perpetual care, it's just earning interest right now. There are no projects for it. Municipal Building Authority has 2 things they want to do. The biggest one is the budget is for the rebuild of the public services area. The one that's the most fun is we are budgeting some money to add to our Christmas display. So some of the old City Hall or this building's leftover funds, they want to add some more displays, make that tunnel longer, do all kinds of things. Doug at some point will show you what they have in mind for that. Come on. Here we go. Enterprise funds. I won't go through these individually, but we should be happy to know that all of the enterprise funds revenues are covering expenses and some system maintenance, but not all of their capital projects. That is typical. Capital projects are very expensive. The power energy costs have kind of stabilized, and their revenue is currently higher than their operational expenses, which includes some maintenance on some of their items, but it is not going to cover their capital needs in the next few years. Golf Fund now has a positive enough fund balance that I am no longer suggesting we transfer operational money from the general fund to the golf. We're still going to help them with their equipment, but we don't need to transfer them any money for operations. I think they will be fine this year and in future years. Okay, so some of our challenges, inflation, everybody has that in our own pockets. Well, the city has that in some of their things. The second one is availability and lead times on equipment and supplies. Fire trucks are now 4 years out. Somebody said today there's a power truck that's 7 years out. Transformers I don't even want to know. So there is that is kind of makes it difficult sometimes to get what we need. And the biggest one is that the city .2, I call it the .2 city option sales tax, ends in 2030. Last year, we used $4.2 million of this tax to balance the budget. It will go away in 5 years. So the mayor is suggesting that we attempt to slowly pull back how much of that tax we use. If it comes in, we don't use it, it goes to capital projects, and it can be used for what I call one-time expenses. That is not payroll, that is buying a new roof. Actually, 4 of the 5 projects that Facilities wants to do this year are roofs on various buildings. So we will still have the money. It will just be in a one-time, be able to do capital projects, equipment, use it for future police cars, fire trucks, and stuff like that. So some of the highlights. As I stated, the general fund budget uses 2.4 of reserves. There is a 5% property tax increase in there. It's $572 of revenue that we need to kind of help with the weaning off of the .2. The intent is to decrease that 5% tax increase down based on growth. Our growth usually averages 1%. Last year it was 2%. I don't know what new buildings got built, what new subdivisions came in.
I won't know that number until June. The county auditor will give us that number. The ending general fund balance is estimated to be around $18 million, or 32%. That's a very simplified math of the revenue or reserve amount, which is plenty. Anything above 20, I figure, is just fine for the city, so it's okay to use that. The capital projects fund expenditures are $13 million. The employees are receiving a 3% cost of living adjustment. The January to January CPI was 3.2, so this is a reasonable COLA amount. The STEP program that rewards employees as they grow in their positions over the course of 10 or 12 years, depending on where they start, is fully funded in here. It does include a health insurance increase of 5.7%, and the city's break is 85.15 as usual. The budget includes 4 new full-time employees, 3 in the general fund, which are a police officer, a fire inspector, a marketing specialist, and then in the library, there's a senior librarian. The budget removes 2 full-time employees, the city communications director and the HIDA financial coordinator, which was grant funded, so that has no effect on our budget, but it does have an effect on our employee count. So some of the highlights of what were the capital projects, because this is always the fun stuff. We're allocating another $939,000 for fire equipment. Some of that will go in savings for their fire truck or their ladder apparatus. I don't know. I get them all confused what they call them. But they are expected to receive the ambulance that they ordered in fiscal year 23 and the ambulance they ordered in fiscal year 24 this year in fiscal year 25. So they have got that money in savings. Police vehicles, 12 of them, and they are going to replace the motorcycles. So they are usually on a 7-year rotation. It's been 8. They've been waiting for a new model that's coming out because it will be more valuable when they turn it in. There are improvements going on in Willow Pond Park and Woodstock Parks, including some LED lighting and path lighting. Road improvements, it looks like a big decrease from last year. It's only 1.9, but our bond proceeds were spent, and this is how much the transportation tax should be, but there's going to be a lot of project money that's going to roll forward. We are going to start the process of updating the city's 2017 general plan. I am told it's an 18-month process with an expected total cost of approximately $425,000. We're giving them their start of $175,000. It's coming out of the CIP, one-time money, which is already sitting there. It doesn't affect what's happening over in the general fund. The park has been saving for a new garbage truck. The last one was purchased 100% by the Solid Waste Fund. This time, Solid Waste is happy to report that they're going to only have to fund about $200,000 of the $500,000 because we're going to transfer that savings from CIP over to Solid Waste, get us a new garbage truck. If Diane was here, I'd make sure that we said we will look into another CNG and or whatever else is out there. But they will look into that. And then the Power Fund is going to continue their 3.5-year project to replace the streetlights in their service area with LED bulbs. This year they're going to allocate $270,000. And then stormwater. It's going to buy themselves a new street sweeper because one of the ones they got is just about worn out. So I don't know what the lead time was on a street sweeper. We might see it in our lifetime. So, I don't know. The budget book. So, you haven't seen them yet, but I think the budget book will be probably in the council lounge area when you get done. Make sure you bring them to the meeting on the 8th. I did not print any extras. They're 180 pages long. I don't want to kill that many more trees. The budget summary and analysis will give you the most detail of some of the changes, all of the detail on what each of the employee changes is costing. It starts on page 7. The estimated actual, when you're looking at the columns, the estimated actual is just that. It is my best guess at how we are going to end the year. The problem we have is we do a whole lot of stuff from July to October. We do stuff until spring, and then roads goes crazy. I don't know what they're going to do from April through the end of July. Same with water, same with, we don't do much in the winter. Okay, we do a ton in the winter, but comparatively speaking, you can't dig as many holes and do as much stuff in the winter, and you cannot buy asphalt, so you cannot pave. And they're going to start paving, and they're going to start digging up streets and putting in water lines now. There are notes explaining some of the changes on each of the pages if you go line by line. I would prefer that you didn't. Look at the bottom line. If it only went up a little bit, life is good. They didn't need too much inflation change. Those notes will tell you some of the special things that are going on. The complete 5-year CIP lists are in the CIP tab, and that's for all of the funds, even not just the capital projects fund. And there is also a separate document inside the bond budget book that's just that, so that you can refer to them both at the same time when we're in our meetings. If you really want to know what's going on in the city, go to that capital projects tab and look at the projects that have. There's 2 reports in there. There's the current one that was just approved by the mayor, which then you will decide if you agree with those projects. There's the 4 years, which is everybody's wish list, okay? They all know that some of those may never happen, but if you never ask, you will never get. But if you ask, you may get. So you'll see all kinds of stuff out there. Looks way expensive. That's their wish. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. And there's also, I put in a list of the fiscal year 24 that was approved and anything that rolled forward. So if you want to look at what we've been working on this year, some of those may be on order. Some of those trucks and stuff that they say they're going to buy, they may be on order. Some of them we may have gotten. I don't keep that list up to date as to where we are in each one of those processes, but it's there if you want to see what happened. So with your receipt of this budget, I now stop working for the mayor on his budget, and I start working for you guys on yours. So I hope that you will feel free to come to my office, call me, send me emails as you read through this document and have questions. Want to know why, what, that you will contact me. I'm sure you're welcome to contact the department heads about their budgets, but I kind of know the whole picture. So contact me and let's talk as much as you need so that you're comfortable with what we've planned and we can decide together if we need to make any changes.
Okay. All right, we'll turn it over to the council. Do we have questions? Or nothing? Or do you want to look at it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will take a motion to adopt the resolution acknowledging the receipt of the fiscal year 2024-2025 tentative budget from the mayor and the budget officer, and referring the mayor's tentative budget for review and consider to the Budget and Finance Committee of the Murray City Municipal Council.
I'll move to approve the resolution acknowledging receipt of the fiscal year 2024-2025 tentative budget from the mayor and the budget officer and referring the mayor's tentative budget for review and consideration to the Budget and Finance Committee of the Murray City Municipal Council.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I will second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Brooke?
Mr. Mingus?
Aye.
Mr. Hawk?
Aye.
Mr. Pickett?
Aye.
Ms. Cotter?
Aye. Thank you. So we are done with that. So we're now on to citizen comments. We will now turn the time over to you as citizens. Please come to the microphone, state your name and your address. You have 3 minutes for comments or whatever. Fill out the form that Patty, I got Jennifer on my head. Patty has with her clipboards. So it's your time as citizens. Come forward.
My name is Kathy White. Do I really have to say my address? 5747 South, 665 West, Murray, Utah. I live in Murray. I'm here as a Murray resident, and I'm also here to make it a public request. The city looks at the intersection on 5900 South and State Street. There's been a number of accidents there. There's been people killed there. And so I'm bringing that to your attention. So I don't know what else to say, but that's what I wanted to say.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. During the
Name.
hi, my name is Clark Bullen, and I live in Murray,
Address.
just like Kathy. Yes,
Address.
5051 South, Treetop Circle, A4107. So I was listening to the Committee of the Whole meeting, and there was a lot of talk about pedestrian bridges, bike paths. And I think it would be great if the city had a board for pedestrian and bikeability, made a citizen board to advise the city and to look at what we currently have as a city and suggest areas for bikeability and pedestrian improvement. And that would help us as we continue to develop our downtown and as we continue to grow as a city. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sherry Van Bibber, 5469 Avalon Drive, Murray, A4107. Type B blood. Sorry, just in case. I just wanted to share just really quick about how our Murray Coalition is doing, and to just to let you know that it's been such a great opportunity. We received a $72,000 grant to kick it off from the county, and it's basically 15 other cities have it. The county asked us to create a Murray one. We've been working on it for a year, just volunteering to put all the pieces together, but it basically has 12 spokes. There's a youth component, a nonprofit, a business, the fire department, the police department, emergency preparedness, IMC help, all of these pieces coming together. And it's to pull our community together so that we're kind of a one-stop shop, which is, we're joined together with the Murray Chamber, with our foundation. We've been able to write the grants to get the money to support this. And so it's basically through the health department, the county, but they've just given us 108 boxes of naloxone that we're gonna give to the fire department and the police department. There's just all kinds of things that have just every day something good just comes to make us so much, it's just growing. It's like it's supposed to happen, and I don't have the words for it, but it's exciting. And I know Adam has been to some of the meetings and Pam. And we invite any of you, we have the meetings at the school district, the fourth Wednesday of every month. And we're building the board right now for that, but we do, everybody has always asked that the mayor drop in to that meeting. But just one quick little thing, last time they reported, we're doing a lot with the Murray School District. It's half of this partnership. And one of the big items was that one of our big problems in Murray in our school district is the suicidal children in sixth grade. And that was a big component with us. And when we had about 5 or 6 of our youth at that meeting too, and it was like light bulbs started going off in all of their heads, and they're like, you have our attention now. And the kids were listening to the issues that were going on at Murray High and in our elementary schools. So we want our youth to participate and know who you guys all are. Part of it is we want them all to know who their district representatives are. So we gave all your phone numbers out. Anyway, we just want them to have a voice and know who you are so that they can talk to you. And they've been so excited about it that our meetings go from 1 hour to 3 hours sometimes. So anyway, just thank you for that. I just wanted to give everybody kind of a heads up. And we're done. Thank you. Okay, seeing that there are no other comments, we will now go on to the back side of our paper. There's no consent agenda, so we won't worry about that tonight. We'll go on to our public hearings. First one is consider a resolution waiving golf cart fees for the Murray Chamber of Commerce on May 10th, 2024 at the Murray Parkway Golf Course for the Chamber's annual Children's Charity Golf Tournament. Jennifer Kennedy will be presenting.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you. So this fee waiver, we talked a little bit about it in Committee of the Whole. I want to emphasize it is for this fiscal year, which ends on June 30th, 2024. This is for the Murray Chamber to waive their golf cart rental fees at their annual golf event. My understanding is this is their second request for this fiscal year. My understanding is that's because of their hot air balloon festival they're putting together. They need to move up their golf tournament, which puts it in this fiscal year. So they are asking for a waiver of that. I know we have a couple of representatives here from the Chamber if you have any questions, or I can answer them for you.
Okay, and we'll take now the chamber member. Oh, hi.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. So can you give us some more information about why you're doing this on May 10th and you're not waiting until the next fiscal year?
We're planning the big hot air balloon festival, which will take up, it's going to be about the same time frame. So we needed more time to separate it, and it was better for us and talking to John to kind of move it around if we did it a little bit earlier.
Okay.
We attempted to do a couple different dates, but this seemed to be the best date for everybody.
Okay. All right, thank you. So at this time, we're going to turn it over to public comments. If anyone has a public comment for this for 3 minutes, please come up and state your name and your address. And when you are done, you need to fill out the form that Patty has. So we will take public comments at this time. Okay, seeing that there is no public comments, I will close public comments and I will turn it over to the council for any questions for the chamber or for Jennifer.
I have a question. Is this the only event that the Chamber of Commerce is going to request donation from the council? Thank you.
For this fiscal year, right? For 2023.
I was asking for
2024.
the calendar year.
Well, that would be 2023, 2024.
Yeah, we base them on fiscal years.
Yeah.
So they did already receive one golf cart waiver this fiscal year.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're applying for ones for next fiscal year yet.
Yeah, that was my question. Are we planning another event like this, or this is it?
This is it.
Okay, that was a simple question. Thanks.
But I think if it's my understanding, any organization can come up to the city and ask for a waiver. And calendar year or fiscal year is what I understand, right?
That's correct. We just try to do them all within one fiscal year. So we're
Correct.
doing them at the same time we're doing our budget. Occasionally, when things like this happen, and we've got another one tonight as well, we'll bring them forward as they come, but we do try to do the majority of them one time a year.
So will you do one next year in the 2024, 2025? Can you project that at all or not?
In the past, there's always been a golf tournament at least once a year.
Okay.
The last couple years, we've attempted to do two,
Oh, okay,
just so we could support more nonprofit stuff.
right, okay.
We haven't got to that point yet, so I would suspect that there will be one next year. It seems to be a hit, so.
Okay.
And then that's it.
Okay. All righty. Well, do we have any other questions from the council members? Okay, then I will entertain a motion on the resolution waiving golf cart fees. Oh, Mayor, do you have a comment? Oh, okay. Sorry, entertain a motion on the resolution waiving golf cart fees for the Murray Chamber of Commerce on May 10th, 2024 at the Murray Parkway Golf Course for Chamber's annual Children's Charity Golf Tournament.
I move that we adopt the resolution waiving the golf cart fee for the event on May 10th, 2024.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I will second that.
We have a motion. We have a second. Brooke?
Ms. Dominguez?
Aye.
Mr. Cotter? Or, I'm sorry. My gosh, I don't know why I did that. Mr. Hawk?
Aye.
Mr. Pickett?
Aye.
Ms. Cotter?
Aye, and this has been a very long day for a lot of us that been here since, nope, you are fine. It's been a very long day. All right.
And you don't even have your budget book yet.
It's waiting for us.
All right, let's all take a deep breath. Okay. Now we're on to public hearing number 2. Consider a resolution approving the donation of the city services and/or non-monetary assistance to the Navajo Tribal Utility Authority's Light Up Navajo Initiative Project. Our beloved Jennifer Kennedy will be presenting.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to present this. I do see a friend from the power department here to help me. Should I screw it up? And I probably will. This is non-monetary assistance for the Light Up Navajo project. The total amount of non-monetary donation is $29,000. That will go to labor, equipment and use and per diem for our employees. This is something that we've tried to do, and we've done in the past for the city. It is also a good training opportunity for the power department because they can go down there and get training, like on-the-job training for these projects. So if you have further questions.
Okay. We will ask Power Company to come up with Jennifer and address the council.
Just so you know, that's Eric.
Eric?
Eric Bracewell, yep.
Oh, Eric.
Figure it out.
Hi,
I know, I'm
Eric.
helping you.
Hello, everyone. If you guys
Hi.
don't know me, I'm Eric, so as Mayor said. But yeah, it's been a great project for us. This will be our 3rd or 4th year. I can't remember if is it 4th? Maybe 4th year that we're doing this. And it's not only a great project for us, but just for the Navajo people. You know, it's if you watch the video, there's videos online. I was going to have one to share, but they're all about 10 minutes long. That's a little bit too long. But just to see the faces on the people that get power for the very first time in their lives. I mean, to think that people in our country still don't have power. You know, this day and age, they don't have power. They don't have water. So we were just one of this last year. There was 25 electric companies that went and participated in this, and we usually send our apprentices to help get their hours. That's something that helps benefit the city back. So the apprentices need 8,700 hours of on-the-job training before they can become journeyman linemen, and so that they get a lot of work down there. It's really hard work. The guys work 15, 16-hour days, and it's tough, but they love what they do. You know, they come back and they share their stories, and it's linemen are usually pretty tough, hard-working guys, and they come back and they cry when they tell the stories about the people that we're helping out there get power. So it's a really great event, and we hope that we can continue to help the people. So,
Okay.
Any questions for me?
We're going to turn it to public comment first, but stay right there.
Okay.
Or to the side, or wherever. I don't know. Side, left, right, except with the mayor. Anyways, we will turn this over to the public comments right now. You have 3 minutes. State your name, address, and clipboard from Patty. If there's any public comments at all about this resolution number 2. Okay, seeing that there's no comments, I will close the public comments, and I will now turn it over to the council for questions for Eric and for Jennifer.
I have a question.
Okay.
About how many people are helped by the work that you're doing down there?
Last year, it sounds like a small number, but with all the 27 companies that went down for 4.5 months, we got service to 156 customers.
Wow.
So you got to think we're running 20 miles of line to light up 2 houses.
Wow.
And it's like I said, it's really hard work, and it's hard, and it just takes a lot of help from a lot of different people to try to get power to these people. So it sounds like a low number, but it's a lot of work to get.
No, I've driven through the reservation, and there's some long distances in between residences. No, I'm very impressed. Thank you.
There was a citizen that asked me some questions, a young lady that's in the audience, and she was curious on how many homes, and in your resolution, it says among the 55,000 homes located on the 27,000 square miles reservation, about 15,000 do not have electricity. And we were told a couple of weeks ago that like 100 residents got
176
100
last year.
residents, that they have electricity.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And my other question is, I don't know this, but how many years because of COVID and all that, how many years has Murray been involved in this Navajo?
I think this will be our 4th year.
The 4th year, okay. And is a week, I know, because you already said that the guys work so hard, 12, 15 hours. Is a week long enough, or is that just the set time is a week and then?
So some of the larger companies can go for 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
Us being a small utility, and we're really busy with work
Right.
right now with our own projects. And so we try to get a week. If we could send another group for another week, that's something we could look into for next year.
Okay.
But for right now, we're just trying to send the one crew, and we send 2 or 3 trucks down, so.
Well, thank you. I don't know about the other council members, but it would be kind of fun to hear, maybe in the committee of the whole or something, some of their experiences that they had while down there. Or we could be invited to Power. And maybe there could be something there that we could see or
Definitely.
hear or
presentation for
something
you guys,
of
yeah,
their
and have you guys
experiences
talk
down there. I'd be excited to hear about that.
Sure.
So, okay.
Pam, that would be a good time for Eric to present the video also. When you see the video, yeah, it'll touch your heart.
So would we do that in the committee of the whole or okay,
Whenever you want.
yeah.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
I did want to say, we have some Navajo members that live here in Murray, and their experience about what has transitioned on their reservation has been very powerful. And with that, they say, it's transformative, but they're very proud that their own city that they live and reside in are participating in this project. And I know there's a lot of companies throughout the U.S. that come and participate here on the Navajo Nation within Utah. So it's something that I think the organization's very proud of. The people are very proud of it and are very humbled by the work that the men are doing. So I just want you to know that personally, they carry it very deep. And I know when we have been presented previously, the nation also takes care of the men that go down there as an exchange and a thank you. And it's such a beautiful, everything they do is ceremonial, and it's such a beautiful process to see.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Okay. I will now I will entertain a motion on the resolution approving the donation of the city service and/or non-monetary assistance to the Navajo Tribal Utility Authority's Light Up Navajo Initiative Project. So do I have a motion?
I move that we adopt a resolution approving the donation of city services and/or non-monetary assistance to the Navajo Tribal Utility Authority Light Up Navajo Initiative Project.
Do
I'll
I have a
second.
Oh, well,
Jump
there you
in.
go. We have a motion and we have a second, and I will now turn time to Brooke.
Ms. Dominguez,
Aye.
Mr. Hawk,
Aye.
Mr. Pickett,
Aye.
Ms. Cotter.
Aye. Where did he go? Oh. Thank you, thank you. Tell everyone that's heading down there, thank you for them doing this for us. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so now that we are done with public hearings, we have no business items. We are now on to the most favorite part, is the mayor's report, and if we have any questions for the mayor.
Thank you, Pam. As you can tell, Eric is a talker. You can hardly get him to quit talking, and he likes to be noticed. Look at him hiding way in the back. Anyway, Eric, thank you for that presentation. That was great. Again, thanks, Brenda, for the budget presentation. Great job. I was going to say, you made that too perfect for me to get to you, because I thought, I'm no longer working for the mayor. And I thought, oh, good. Jennifer, put her in your budget for her salary. She said budget, though. I was so disappointed when I saw the budget. Darn it. Anyway, thank you. So my first announcement is Woodstock Meadows Park, that's off of about 10th East and 56 somewhere. Anyway, up by Diane. That park playground is installed and is now open to the public. The neighbors, Kim Sorensen reported, the neighbors were very excited. They thought we had owned it for a lot of years, and how come now you're finally fixing it up? And we said, oh yeah, that was the county. But anyway, so they're excited to have that. So that is open. They're still working on Riverview. That'll be opening soon. The golf course, you heard Brenda talk about that we're not going to have any funds to transfer over. That's impressive, folks. When you see a golf course that can make money, I could probably count on one hand in the state that golf courses make money. So we've been blessed in that area. The golf course has over 100 women and 400 men that signed up for leagues this year.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the most we've ever had. So the Utah Jazz Organization awarded Murray City with the highest participation and increase for the junior jazz program. So, and we have programs left and right, Brenda? Going on over at the parks. So that is happening a lot. And then also, Joey asked me to read this to you. It's about the fireworks that, for the 4th of July and around that time. Our Murray Fire Marshal, Jeff Pulse, he's not here, is he?
No, he
had to take off. He had to take off, okay. Jeff Pulse has reviewed the past 5 years of outside fires within Murray and has not seen any new data to support any additional firework restrictions within Murray. Our restricted areas will be posted later this month on our site and as we prepare for the summer. Jeff also wanted to say thanks for the support with the fire prevention. So thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Joey. And that's all we have for you. Any questions for us? You notice I said us because I'll involve GL if you get too technical on me, so.
Okay, do we have any questions for the mayor?
Thank you.
If not, I will take a motion to adjourn and a second. Do I have a motion?
I'll motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second, we are now adjourned. Thank you, everyone.